going out forward. We will always have split screen in going forward.
It's truly heart-wrenching that 343 went back on their promise of adding split screen in Halo Infinite and decided to put those resources for the live service part of the game. Aside from it being tradition, 343, you guys made a promise. It may be a small 1% of people that still play split screen, but it doesn't matter. Your studio, your brand, your company, your word is deteriorating every single day that this decision stays intact. Split screen is essential. It is a part of Halo. It is part of the bread and butter and meat of what makes this game. In fact, a lot of people, including myself, have discovered Halo through playing with family and friends. Even though 343 had spent probably a good amount of time figuring out how to get microtransactions and Spartan points and MCC, just a few days ago, 343 bought some goodwill and went back on that decision and canceled microtransactions. So I know bad decisions can definitely be reversed and reversed quickly. The most heartbreaking thing about this story is how Joe Staten confessed to it, that there wasn't really much remorse or much explanation or maybe kind of more clarification on could it come back at a later date? Is this canned forever? And most people like myself have made the reasonable conclusion that it is canceled for good. They decided to not ship it with the campaign.
We have had to make the difficult decision not to ship campaign split screen co-op and take the resources that we would use on that and go after this list and all these other things that we're going to talk about in just a sec.
Essentially making this whole thing not true. No one is going to be trusting you moving forward. People are going to remember this, and this is weakening the morale of the fan base. If it is something that needs to be delayed, then so be it. Digital Foundry recently made a 26-minute video where he went into detail on testing the split screen glitch and basically discovered that the mode works for the most part. There's visual glitches, sometimes you spawn out of the map, but you can restart on checkpoints essentially. This post on Halo Reddit does a good job at summarizing what was in the video, that basically split screen works for the most part, frame rate is consistent, it is playable, however there is a chance of saves corrupting, which would need to basically be a whole campaign restart, and there's a chance that your console could hardlock, resulting in a full console restart. So certainly not good to go, but it's right there near the finish line, especially since how it is playable from beginning to end. It feels rude, it feels tone deaf to go back on a promise that you made 6 or 7 years ago without fully explaining what the hell is going on. We deserve to know in detail. If you have to make a whole essay about why it isn't technically working, then so be it. But apparently it already is. It just honestly feels icky that this is all we got. And even if they do come up with a statement that says, look, we can't do split screen because of X, Y, and Z, it's still been 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks of us this is the only information that we have about this. This was a huge thing with Halo 5. They brought it to a stage. They brought this whole subject to a stage, and to not even acknowledge the weight of this feels almost gaslighting. Like it doesn't really matter, and it never really did matter. Split screen deserves more than this. It is a foundational part of the game, and it definitely does not deserve to be thrown away like a bonus feature. This is a foundational part that built up the franchise. It is a social game, it is a party game, and you are getting rid of one of the most important aspects of it, with split screen being gone, as well as all the social features being gone in the base game as well. This is something that needs to seriously be reconsidered. Anyways, guys, that's my take. I'll catch you in the next one soon.